to thank everyone for coming. You finished, Ethan? Okay. This is our second session. We had one support group session meeting last week, and this will be our second one. For those of you who are new, we have several new people joining us today. I just want to explain a little bit about the process of group and my style and my role as the facilitator of the group. We will usually have a topic for discussion, and since we're all students, it's important for us to bring those perspectives to the table to support each other through the various things that we go through. Stress. Today's topic is relationships. We did stress last time. We'll talk about health one time that we meet. Different things that kind of all relate to us while we're in college. And I will be asking you different questions. I'll give you different activities that we can fill out together to help us generate some discussion. And you might notice that if one of you is kind of taking a lot of time explaining something, getting a little bit long-winded, I might cut you off. And that's not because I'm trying to disrespect you, it's because I want to give everyone a chance to talk about what we're talking about. So it's out of respect for the other group members, just in case you might see me doing that. Something else about this group is that we want to maintain confidentiality. Sometimes we'll share personal things, things about our families or struggles we're going through. And it's just respectful to maintain confidentiality about those things. So what we say in group needs to stay in group. Does everyone agree to that? Do you understand? Okay. Well, I just want to welcome you again, and we're going to go around the room and around and get acquainted, especially for our newer group members who are here for the first time. And can we start with you, Jolene? We just want your name, what year you are in school, and on a scale of 1 to 10, how your week has been. 10 is good and 1 is really bad.
Okay. My name is Jolene. I'm a health science major. I'm a junior, and my week's been probably about 3.
A 3.
Mm-hmm.
We can come back and talk about that if you want to. Okay?
Okay, my name is Tony. I'm a theology major. I'm a sophomore, and my week's probably 8.
All right.
Anthony, a freshman, a theology major, and I'd say a 6.
6? Okay.
I am Ethan, an archaeology theology major. I'm a junior, and probably about a 5 or 6.
Kind of in the middle, just like Anthony.
Maybe 4.
Maybe a 4. A little bit below the
But
middle.
now it's an 8.
Okay.
It's Friday.
That's
Yes,
good.
mine has gone up.
That's good, for sure. Well, I'll just introduce myself since I'm kind of in the middle. I'm Marisa, and I'm going to be helping facilitate this group. I am a graduate student in the School of Social Work, and my week has been probably a 6 or 7. So,
My name is Matt. I was a theology student, just recently graduated, and my week probably was an 8.
8. Okay. Thank you, guys. Part of our support group is really offering a listening ear and some help to people, to each other when we kind of have a bad week. So Jolene, if you don't want to share about your week, that's fine, but is there anything that we can do to kind of support you in why your week was kind of low?
It was just low because I had a lot of things to do. It was pretty stressful.
So it's just mainly stress.
Stress, yeah.
So you think...
But I got better as yesterday because I got a box for my dad, so that was nice. He brought my
Good.
day up, and then today's Friday, so I don't have to worry about school for 2 days.
Okay. So you're okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
that's
okay.
good. That's good. I just want to start out with an exercise. You guys saw we have a sticky note poster here with the word relationships. This is our topic for today. And if you guys could just give me one word that you associate with relationships. Just the first thing you think of in one word when you think of relationships, what would that be? And we can just go around the room, or you can pipe up whenever you think of your word.
Marriage.
Marriage? Okay. Marriage?
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice. That's a good one.
Intimate.
Intimate?
mine came up with friendships.
Yeah. Didn't want to be redundant though.
Yeah, I know. I felt the same way. I'm like, well,
Friendships, hey, you know what? This is where everything starts. This is where everything starts, unless you're talking about like, oh, I just bore a child, and so there's a relationship there because they're my family. But all the other types of relationships besides familial relationships start with friendships, so that's not a bad one. That's good.
I think commitment.
Commitment. Commitment. We'll talk about that too.
Honesty.
We can make more over here. I just put 7.
Trustworthy.
Can I just put trust? Will that work? Trust. And what?
I think that's good.
Okay. I'd like to put support.
yeah.
I think that's a good one. And I think we can talk a little bit about that today.
Love.
Love. We don't have to think of a huge exhaustive list, but I think this is a good list that we can start with. So, marriage. Matthew, you chose marriage. Can you tell us why you associate the term marriage with the idea of relationship?
Well, I am engaged and soon to be married, so when I think of relationships, that's probably the biggest subject going on in my life right now is my preparation for my marriage here in a month.
Okay. I saw some smiling faces. I'm not sure if that's because some of you know who his fiance is, or if you can relate to his reasoning.
Well, when you are planning a wedding, you do focus a lot of the wedding, so that's what you're thinking about, so I agree with what he said.
For sure. Have you ever planned a wedding before, Jolene?
Yes.
What about you, Tony?
I just support.
No,
it.
he was support. I planned, he
I was
support.
support.
Okay, so support.
Number 8 on our list.
let's go straight into that one. I'm going to be asking you guys kind of where you got your ideas for these other terms, but since I chose support, Tony started talking about support. What was that like in your relationship with Jolene, supporting her through those times of wedding planning and stress?
Well, we think differently. so sometimes I will just say, quit worrying about it. Don't think about it. But I mean, for me, it's easy. But I mean, I tried to do the best that I could, that I knew how to do. Was it perfect? No. But I mean, I try and do what I know, what I can do to support. So, and then I just kind of felt like there was no point. I'd like to be involved more with our wedding, but there's no point in me arguing over things about the wedding day, because I knew that it meant a lot to her and that she had planned this since she was a kid. So I just kind of said, well, I'll put my opinion in when I feel it's necessary, but for the most part, I'm going to leave a lot of the choices up to her, to what she wants. So I guess that's how I was supportive.
Sure. Does that sound right?
Mhm.
Okay. I heard you kind of agreeing verbally, laughing a little bit. How can you relate with Tony's experience in your engagement?
Well, I guess as men we don't have a whole lot of input of what that day is supposed to look like. But, you know, for my fiance, I know she's really stressed with all the things that she has to do on top of the wedding planning, so I've tried to be there to take care of things. For example, you know, on my way over here, I threw some of our wedding invitations that we had prepared and ready into the mail so that they can make it to the people that'll be there at our wedding. So any little things that I can do to help, and I try to support her big time, especially with trying to get out all the invitations and printing them all out, putting them together and whatnot.
Okay. So